Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
March 43! March 43! Strip the ball. Strip that.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
21, 6, pull it.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
13.
From the 16, Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a give right side, Coleman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, touchdown, 49ers, it's Selleck. Garrett Selleck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, here we go.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready.
Breeze now, fighting through. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's taken on the 25.
Keep playing. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
21. Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Now White lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Check my 50.
On first down, Coleman. Oh, twisting away. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
11. Mike spot 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
You kill.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Yes!
Throwing out first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing now is Breeze. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That is his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Again, it's Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Bravo.
Breeze to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go.
Right there, 54 Mike.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 50. 11. 54.
Breeze now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're good. High forward, ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. D Ford. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Well, this is caught by Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A toss play, Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up
53.
at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Breeze again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
12. Mike 96. You kill. Hey, wahoo. Here I come. Here I come. General West. Alert flare. Alert flare. 5-9. Hey, 96.
Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Breeze. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from White, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Sammy. Hey, watch the leg. Ready, back.
Breeze now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Breeze. That's complete to White. And out across midfield down to the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy. Hey, Alpha. Check. Watch the curl. Mike 5-4.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check. 6 guys. Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Sammy. 54. I'm coming, baby. Over. Save. Kill. Wide. Get wide.
To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
11.
Right there, 54.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13. Hey, orbit.
Watch that. Check Mike 54.
Over.
Mike 54. Let's get the ball.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
21.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
43. Check. 43.
11.
Check.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. Aaron Rodgers, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say that's it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
5'8".
54. All day, every day.
Ready, take.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them